morning, good afternoon, or good night. My name is Adarsh Lamitsani. I'm a 10th grader studying in the Chamak school and I live in Kathmandu. I'm here to give a short speech on the topic of women in space. Well, women in space have been around since the dawn of space travel. The first woman in space went up in 1963. She was cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova from the USSR. And she really did inspire a lot of women to go up to space and spark a lot of future generations to go up to space. There have obviously been more men than women in space by now, since space travel back then was such a rarity, and obviously there was going to be bias against women. But now, since times have changed and generations have been passed on, it is now more likely that there will be more women in space than ever before, because of the fact that space is becoming way more commercial than ever, and we will see much more women, because since 1963 and the 6 decades after 1963 that have passed on, we have only seen 64 women, 64 more women after Valentina Tereshkova went up to space. That is quite the number, but still very significantly low as compared to men. So there is a bit of lacking in that field, but space, in a sense, is such a place that we consider a very rarity, a very special place that only special people can go to. Now, since our Old Testament and our old mindset back then, during the 1900s, 2000s, or whatever, was that this special place should be given only to people that can handle the responsibility, that have the physical capacity to do that, and people thought that only men could do that for longest time. But that wasn't true, because there have already been women in space back then, but they always thought that it would be harder for women than men. In reality, the thing is that everyone should get a chance to go to space if they want to. As long as they try hard enough and they're qualified, they should be able to go to space no matter the gender. And that should explain why there should be more women in space, but there really isn't. As magical a place space is, it is really such a special opportunity just to get the chance to go there. If someone aspires to go to space to become an astronaut or a cosmonaut or anything, then they really should go for it. If they can try hard enough, then they should. Nothing should stop them, especially not their gender. That would just be cruel. And I'm pretty sure in the future generations there will be way more women in space than ever before. So I'm really glad for that, and that should conclude my speech. Thank you for listening.